Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gingerhead Men podcast, not the Egregious podcast. Like I almost said, I'm not your host, Noah, joined by Brian, and also the two people that are normally here, Connor and Logan. And that's all I'm going to say at this very moment in time.
Yay. You did great, Noah. We love you.
That was great.
Thank you, Noah. Happy to be here.
Of course, I'm glad you and I are joining this show and taking charge as of right now.
We're large and in charge.
Thanks for having me and Connor on our own show, by the way.
We really appreciate it.
No problem, guys.
It's great publicity.
When we're involved, we host people on their own shows.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
And that's where the intro goes.
The Egregious
Headmen podcast.
This has nothing to do with butter.
Has a taste.
Magic! Whoa!
This is devolved.
totally suck in the veins.
Oh
Oh my god.
It doesn't burn!
16-year-old voice is just not it.
I want no part of
That's
that.
how it's space done.
So, if you haven't already, we did a part 1 to this, the Egregious Headmen
Can I
podcast.
pause for a second?
Yes.
Did you just say, if you haven't already, Oh, never mind. You were going to tell them to go listen to it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I stole your thunder. I'm sorry.
No, what you could say.
Well, there's no point editing that out. You just said it for me.
So, well,
This
this
is you,
is
Noah, saying it so Logie doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Sorry, your sentence just wasn't settling well in my head, so I had to intervene for a moment.
Listen to part 1 on the Egregious podcast.
Yes.
Me.
So, well, this is an episode of the Gingerhead Men, even though I'm not a gingerhead. We are still prone to our egregious moments, so forgive us there.
It's bound to happen.
You guys are
Yeah.
honorary gingers.
This is the Egregious Headmen, so there's some egregious content that can happen.
That
man.
sounded very suggestive.
Yeah. Even though we are now on the order side, as I stated previously.
What are we doing today, though?
What are we doing today?
That's a
Well-
good question. I've been wondering that all day.
We have decided to jump into the Shark Tank, and
I'm a shark.
Connor, Noah's a shark. Connor and Brian and I will each be pitching, I believe, 2 TV shows that we like and trying to convince Noah to watch them. But there can be only one. There will be one winner, and who knows who it's going to be. Noah will know eventually who it is. I guess we'll all know eventually who it is.
I'm going to win. Probably not.
Hopefully.
Guys, I
Connor's
think
gonna-
I'm going to win. Because no matter what, I'm going to be walking out of this episode with a TV show to watch. Probably.
True.
Hopefully. That's good. Hopefully. He's going
That would make you a winner.
And you're going to
Guys,
have
my-
to watch it.
My money's on Noah for winning this episode.
My money is on Jonathan.
Who's Jonathan?
He,
we can.
he was our
we can-
guest
this.
in episode 5.
where we became the Elite Three.
On this podcast, Jonathan exists.
Yes.
Yeah, Jonathan's just Jonathan on this.
He is known solely as Jonathan.
What was he?
No
Was he
other.
fire? No, he was water.
He was water. I was
Wait, no.
fire.
We chose.
You were grass.
I was grass. I freaking love grass.
The fire team sucks. It's
Hey.
the worst one by far.
I will bury you.
Anyways, go listen to that episode if you want
Yes.
to see who wins, which we
Yes,
didn't decide.
former-
Wait, no, we did decide. We asked.
We did. We let. Well, we let
You're going to
the
have to
teams
listen
speak
to
for
find out.
themselves. Yeah. Go listen to every episode that we've done so far. Yeah.
Just not Superman.
And if you
broke us.
don't, If you don't listen to every episode of the Gingerhead podcast, you know what's going to happen to you?
You're going to be
Oh.
very sad.
You're going to upset me. You're going to upset Connor. You're going to upset all the true fans of the Gingerhead podcast. No, go do it. Anyway, let's get started, I guess.
You just I went for violent. You went for just make everyone sad.
It was a
Pity
fake
you.
out. It was a fake out.
I like that, Logie.
It was.
Yep.
Before we do go on to our picks, I think we need to know, Noah, what do you like in a TV show?
Oh,
What are-
that's right.
What do you usually watch?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
So the fun thing about my life is I am constantly busy and don't often have time for television. But I like sitcoms typically. I've seen The Office. I've seen a little bit of Parks and Rec. Currently, I'm watching through New Girl. I like New Girl. I'm on season 6, episode like 16 or 17 or something.
You're almost done.
Yeah, I'm almost done. What's the other one?
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Yes, I've seen most of the Big Bang Theory. I've seen a good amount of Friends. You know, the popular sitcoms that everybody knows.
I have a friend's Lego set.
There's some cartoons that I'm a fan of. I like Bob's Burgers. That's a favorite of mine. Family Guy and Simpsons are all right, but they're no Bob's Burgers, that's for sure. Yeah, that's kind of where I sit with the television that I do watch at the moment. But like I said, I'm a very busy man that does not have a lot of time to watch shows.
I'm getting the vibe that you like comedies.
I am a comedy fan.
Uh-oh.
Although, like, I guess I should add, like, Stranger Things is another one of my favorite shows. So, like, it's not
okay.
strictly comedy.
Okay.
Oh, that's
And
the first one that kind of breaks the mold a little bit because
Yeah.
all
I
the
always-
shows you mentioned, yeah.
I always forget about it because it takes so long for it to come
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well,
But, yeah.
luckily, this is the last season that's coming
Yes.
out this year, so
You guys want to feel old?
Yes.
Oh.
sure.
Millie Bobby Brown and her husband just adopted a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's at least old enough to adopt a baby.
You want to know what else she is?
What?
Younger than all of us.
It's
Yep.
true.
Yeah,
I'm getting severe
We're old.
deja vu.
I am too.
Me too.
It must have been before Brian joined. We talked about this.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, when we record podcast episodes, I know this happens when we do Egregious. I assume it also happens a little bit when you guys record Gingerhead. We're usually
Usually.
talking just in the room we have to record the
Mhm.
podcast for a solid chunk of time. It varies depending on the circumstances, but we have small talk before these episodes start, and that came up.
Get
It
some
did.
small talk, go over structure, go over the game plan for the episode.
Yeah.
And Millie, Bonnie, Bobby, Brown, Bon Jovi came up during that too.
That's the
Yes,
full
that
legal
is her
name.
full name.
Her middle name is Bonnie.
Yeah, she changed it to Bobby for her stage name just for fun.
Oh, okay.
It's Millie Bonnie Brown.
Well, Bobby flows a little nicer.
It does, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just because we're used to it.
MBB.
Maybe. No, you could be right. Millie
Millicent.
Bonnie Brown. I mean, Millie Bonnie Brown works pretty well too. I don't know. Maybe it is because I'm used to it. You're right, Logie.
No way of
I'm a
knowing.
faker.
Should we roll for initiative to see who pitches the show first?
I
think
actually
we
brought
should.
up a random number generator on my phone.
Let's go.
Never thought ahead.
So somebody call 1, somebody call 2, and somebody call 3.
2.
Connor's 2.
1.
Brian's
3.
1. I guess Logan's 3. It is 3.
Yo.
Okay,
I
so
go
Logan goes first.
Oh my
Who goes
goodness.
second?
That was. I
we
thought you were
could just
going to
do-
roll again.
We can
I'll
just do
roll
descending order after that. 3, 2, 1.
Flip a coin.
Okay. One of you call heads or tails.
Tails.
Heads.
It's heads.
So I'm
Okay,
second.
so it is 3, 2, 1.
All right. It ended up being that anyway. All right. So
All
Logan
right.
will go first, then Connor, then Brian. Yes? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds
Good
right.
job.
All right. Let's get started. Let's see if I will be addicted to a new show this college semester.
You mentioned that you've seen some animated stuff. You're not strictly a live action guy. Would you say that's true?
I would say that's true. I'm sure there's other shows I've seen that I'm also straight up forgetting, but those were always the ones that come to mind first.
Well, that's good. Now, you've mentioned Stranger Things. I'm sure
Mhm.
there's other things that are more of a drama, more of an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you took the drama and the comedy and combined them and it was animated really well, unless you count the episodes that it's not?
What you talking
I
about?
give
South
you
Park?
Invincible.
Invincible. Okay, I've heard about Invincible. Actually, fun fact, I've seen like clips of the show because my roommates watched it last year. And Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I know that.
See, you know the meme,
Okay,
or you know
okay.
one of the memes.
One of my roommates last year just played like a 10-hour YouTube video of just the "Are you sure?" happening at random moments throughout time. That was a
Oh
fun
my
moment.
god.
Are you
That
sure?
sounds like torture.
Uh,
All right,
I'm
continue.
pretty sure that meme happens in the first episode too. So near instant gratification.
I'm gonna write that down in my notes. Near instant
So close.
gratification.
The basic idea of Invincible is it follows a teenage boy named Mark who finds out he has superpowers and he struggles to adapt or he doesn't struggle to adapt to them, but he's very excited. He wants to be a superhero like his dad, and
Mhm.
he's adapting to the superhero life. And there's all sorts of enemies and twists and turns and whatnot. And I know you like your Marvel to some extent, and
That is
this isn't
true.
Marvel, but it is superheroes. So
True,
yeah.
true. The sad thing about me and Marvel is I've fallen off of Marvel movies and movies in general about as much as I've fallen off of just like watching television, just because I don't have a lot of free time.
Well, Marvel has also kind of fallen off.
So I've heard. Like I saw the last Spider-Man and it was good, and that's kind of the last thing I remember.
Fair enough. That's the last thing most people remember.
Uh,
But you know what hasn't fallen off? Invincible.
all right, all right. How many do they have multiple seasons? Or are they in?
There are 3 currently, and they're all very good. And I'm checking how many episodes there are total.
Yeah, how big of a commitment would
It
this
is
be?
8 episodes per season.
Oh, that's pretty low. Okay.
It's
All right.
not too bad.
That's not too bad at all.
It's got a great cast, lots of fun, colorful characters.
What did you mean when you said some of the animation isn't good?
Uh-oh, your argument's falling apart.
No, I'm
Better
not trying
save
to
it,
break your argument.
Logie.
I'm just
Uh-oh.
curious.
Noah's picking your show
It's-
apart.
hey, it's not bad. Some people say it's bad. There's a few moments where like frames are not as good as they can be, just because people were demanding. They wanted the seasons faster, so they rushed a little bit. But overall, it's good. It's not like, for me at least, it was not noticeable at all, except maybe like one scene that I can't specifically remember what it was. But the internet likes to nitpick.
There was this clip being shared around. It's, there are obviously characters who can fly, because, like, they have superpowers
Superheroes.
and stuff. Including in space, like, they can survive in the vacuum of space, no problem. There are several characters like that. And, you know how, like, in memes, like, let's say they have, like, a stock image of, like, a businessman, and they just, like, drag it across the screen to show it walking. That's basically what they did with this character, like, flying towards the planet. Like, they took, like, a still image of it and, like, slid it towards the planet, essentially. And that was,
Budget
like, the
cuts.
shot.
That is kind of true.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
also, for a counter argument, season 1 is mostly a it expands in the next 2 seasons, but season 1 on its own didn't have any of those budget cuts.
Yep.
So if you're just going for that story,
Pretty
flawlessly animated. And even if you continue on, which you should, my argument left my brain. The voice acting is top notch, and the story is pretty top notch. So, yeah,
All right. Compelling argument, I must say. I've taken my notes.
I close my case. I rest my case. That's the saying.
Case is closed.
Case closed.
Here we go. All right. I got to get hyped up. All right. You might say no, but I have counter arguments for every single thing you say. All right. I got to set the stage here. So this is an animated TV show.
All right.
I talk about it a
Oh
lot,
my god.
but it could fulfill the drama, the comedy,
I know what it
the
is.
adventure. No, I know what you're going to say. I'm going to finish. This show has reoccurring characters. It is a fun show about adventure, about fantasy, about pirates. There's an underlying story about world government, and it's what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word when people are politicians are a corrupt government taking over its people. It has all of it with a compelling story that is continuing to this day. I am talking about One Piece. I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
I wrote it down before you even said it.
You're gonna say it's too long. Oh, it's too long. Oh, it's animated. Don't worry. There's a live action show that's out right now. It's only like 8 episodes, 1 hour each for the episode, covers the first 60 episodes. It's only going to continue after that. And if you don't want to watch the live action, no worries. The One Piece is coming out next year. And that's going to be better pacing for the show and will come out as it's going. So it'll be fresh and new and all that jazz. And yeah, I can tell you more if you want. Do you know about One Piece at all?
Funny enough, another one of my roommates is a big fan of One Piece.
As he should be.
I don't remember if they ever actually played that one out in my room, in my dorm.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, possibly.
It's a long show.
As someone who doesn't have a lot of time on their hands, I feel like the size and length of this show is probably something that turns me away from it. However, his pitch was very enthusiastic, so I wouldn't pass up the opportunity to give it a try. I will say that.
Well, I mean, if you know the length of the show is the issue, of course you do have the live action, which is only 8 episodes long.
That's true. That's true.
And just to give you an overview of what One Piece is, it's about a boy named Monkey D. Luffy who ate the Gum Gum fruit. From that Gum Gum fruit, he gets super stretchy powers and becomes a pirate that goes across the ocean, getting a crew, beating up other pirates, and doing that. And might I mention, it also has Lego sets now. That's just an extra one up over Invincible, I think. Anyways, and might I add too,
Noted Lego set.
might I add too, the animation is perfect and amazing throughout the whole thing, and it only gets better.
He's just running a smear campaign now.
Dude, I'll smear it all day. And if you don't want to watch it, you can read it. There's a manga. Wait.
But how many, though?
How many? Over 100, but that doesn't matter.
It kind of does if I don't have time.
You can read it at night after you're done with everything. Unless you do homework at night, which is probably the case. But
Yeah.
hey, it could be part of your homework. You can, you can.
My homework is to read One Piece every night.
Do they have a One Piece audiobook?
You know what? They probably do. I even have a One Piece cookbook.
Is there salad in it?
Of course, there's a chef. I don't know if I rest my case, but if you have questions, Come at me. I'm ready.
So it's about the character. They're pirates, and they're
Yeah.
like he like builds a team or something. Like what exactly do they explore? Is that their gimmick, or are they like fighting against the corrupt government? There's a lot of things in
Yeah.
this. From
No, I
as
got
one
you. Don't
gathered.
worry. Don't you worry. So a lot of the beginning of One Piece is Monkey D. Luffy. He's after the One Piece, and the One Piece basically allows the person who finds it to become the king of the pirates. Gold D. Roger, who is like the main pirate guy, he found the One Piece, and basically the lines in the show are, "You want my treasure? You can have it. I left all I had in one place. Now you just have to find it," and thus created the Great Pirate Era, which all the people in the world, since the world is covered in water, are going to find the One Piece. And during that time, the government being corrupt is a sub story that's happening throughout the story, which you could even say is the biggest story about the whole thing. And the One Piece is just a side story. But it's very compelling. I've cried way too many times. And Alligator knows this. And she sometimes sends me memes of certain parts that made me cry. And I don't know, maybe she likes to see me cry about it. I don't know. But it's a very compelling story. It's very fun. There's comedy. But it is long. I'm not going to say it's not long because it is over 1,000 episodes. But
yes, I have heard my roommate boast about how many episodes it has.
But it's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Is it true that? Sorry to cut you off, Connor. Is it true that there are? Because I've heard that there might be some arcs that you almost kind of have to get through to get to some of the better parts, or did you not feel that way?
Well, I enjoyed a lot of it. I will say there are some arcs that are a little slower than others. I'll say one of them. This won't spoil anything, but it's called Punk Hazard. That's my least favorite arc, and it does drag on a little bit because
so you don't really enjoy it.
Oh no, I freaking love it. Oh my god, I love it so much. I watched all the episodes. I'm not one of those people that says One Piece gets better after the first 500 episodes, because it doesn't. It's so good throughout the whole thing. And that could be just me, but you know.
So even in the weakest arcs, it's still worth watching from your
Of course it is. It is, because those arcs add so much story, and it builds up the world so much. There's a character that comes in Punk Hazard. It's one of my favorite characters in the whole show.
Is it Brooke?
No. But he shows up in Punk Hazard. Then you see him. He becomes part of the team for a little bit, and there's so much. Oh, it's so fun. Maybe I'm convincing everyone to watch it right now.
You're convincing the world.
I've heard you slowly trying with Logie over the course of the podcast.
Oh, I tried to do it to everyone.
The last episode where I faked you out, I'm like, I'm finally watching the bear.
But I mean, just watch the Netflix show. It's great too. It's really good.
Have either of the other two people here seen One Piece?
No.
Yeah, that one I haven't. I wanted to mention earlier too. I haven't seen a single episode of Bob's Burgers, and I haven't seen a single episode of One Piece. I feel like Bob's Burgers is a little more surprising, but I haven't seen One Piece either. Maybe I will try the live action.
Yeah,
because that feels like a little more like digestible way to maybe introduce myself to the series. Yeah,
that's a good point. Maybe if you start with the live action and that's good, you can dip your toes into the water of the.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought.
Series.
Yeah, keep it going, Brian. You know, help me out.
Well, I'm not trying to help you out too much.
Connor, I have a question. Is that allowed?
What?
Does it have the typical anime thing? I know Attack on Titan. I tried. I liked the story, but I couldn't get through it because it's got the, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Like that kind of like every time
I don't know.
Talk, it's something like that.
I don't think so. I mean, the one I watched it in the English the English version, and I enjoy it. A lot of people don't like the English version, but I don't mind it. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like Attack on Titan, so I can't really comment on that. I do like
I
One
always
Piece.
watch my anime English dubbed, and my girlfriend makes fun of me for it.
But yeah, that's my case. I'm not gonna talk anymore because I've talked a lot already.
Well, case well made.
Thank you. I'm happy to do it.
The enthusiasm was good. The enthusiasm helped sell your point, I think.
I wanted to bring it, you know? If it's for doing Shark Tank, I gotta be
exactly
ready to go.
I'm a picky shark, you know. I'm not gonna bite the first thing I see. I'm gonna wait until I find the perfect meal and swallow it whole.
I didn't say anything about the devil fruits, but the devil fruits give them powers, and they're all different, so that's pretty cool too. Now I'm done.
I will say, like, it sounds like there is kind of a whole universe behind this, and I kind of do appreciate that when things like take place in a single universe. There's not a lot of things I've watched that are like that. Like, the only thing I can kind of think of at the moment is like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
but I do like that as a concept, I will say.
No, it's basically a globe-trotting adventure, and characters that you meet in maybe the first 100 episodes show up like 1,000 episodes later. I shouldn't be saying that, but they do. But yeah, One Piece is great, and that's my case. If you like it, go for it. But if you don't, I totally understand.
All right.
I turn it over. I yield the rest of my time.
Time yielded. With respect to the gentleman in Ginger, I now yield my time to the other one.
Coconut Cameron.
Honorary Ginger.
Right. I'm gonna use. I'm not helping my case here because I keep teeing Connor up to say more stuff about One Piece. But I'm just so curious, Connor. When
okay, so he's starting his case with that.
The first part of my case is to convince you to watch One Piece. My question for you, Connor, is do the users of the devil fruits, once they eat them, do they get the powers forever? Or do they have to like stock up on them and keep?
No, they do not get the powers. Well, they do have the powers forever. Sorry. The trade-off is they can't swim, and a lot of people think there's something else that's happening in the background because like there's someone with maybe a water devil fruit that's taking the ability to swim from others. So devil fruit users cannot swim. It's ironic because they're pirates. Ha ha ha.
That sounds horrible if the world's covered in water.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Hey, but people choose to eat the devil fruits, and the thing about the devil fruits is only one user can have it at a time. There's some synthetic devil fruits that are the same abilities, but we don't have to get into that. But when a devil fruit user dies, their power gets ascended into the heavens or whatever, then goes back into another fruit, and then the devil fruit is reborn. So only one person can have a devil fruit power at a time. Like there's only one Luffy, and if he dies, the devil fruit will basically become another fruit, and then another user can get it, but only one at a time.
Oh, so that sounds interesting. So, like, that could set up, like, maybe characters killing other characters for their powers, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe. Sounds like you should watch One Piece.
I should find out. Yeah.
One Piece watch party.
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, Connor, that's all you're getting. I'm not setting you up anymore. Okay. All right, let's get into my show that I'm trying to pitch here. All right, so without any further fanfare, the show I'm going to be pitching to you today, can you guess if it's animated or live action, Noah?
I have no idea.
It's also animated.
Oh.
We all picked an animated show to bring to you today, so I hope you like animation.
No, animation's okay. I just find that if I'm going for something simple, like the sitcoms are usually sitcoms are live action. Isn't that kind of the definition of a sitcom?
Maybe.
Can there be an animated sitcom?
Yeah.
I guess they're. Yeah, I guess
they just throw a laugh track on it. That doesn't.
I feel like almost some anime is like that.
Regardless, Yeah, nothing against animation. It's just I don't tend to pick shows that are animated for some reason.
Well, I have this one in mind, because I think, it kind of relates to shows that you've told me you've watched in the past. I think it's kind of adjacent.
Mhm.
So I have watched a couple indie animated
Oh.
YouTube type series. They have
Yes.
since migrated to like other platforms, but they
Yes.
started on YouTube.
Yep.
So
Yep.
this is an
Have to
example of
mention
one of
those.
those. It's actually the company that handles it is you remember SMG4 on YouTube?
I do remember
God.
him. Oh my
They
god.
make
I used
Yeah,
to watch
so
him.
he founded a company. I'm loose on the details here, so forgive me. He founded a company, like an animation company, with I think his brother,
Yes,
and
because they were the Hobo Bros.
yeah, they
That
like.
was their all-time name.
So you probably know more of the lore about them than I do. I just know from doing my research,
Yes.
what little research I've done. But they've basically like finance indie animated projects, and like they're like the platform for it.
Mhm.
The creator of the show is an artist called Gooseworks. I actually couldn't find a ton of information on them other than that, because literally on Wikipedia here they're just credited as Gooseworks. Like there's no name there. And I
Mhm.
suppose I should introduce the title of the show I'm talking about. I am talking about The Amazing Digital Circus.
Okay, I thought that's where this was going.
Yep.
So
So,
funny enough, my Instagram reels have started, the clips from this show have started appearing in my Instagram For You page, and Melody's For You page too, for that matter. And I don't really know why, but she sent me a picture of like the clown character the other day and was like, "I feel like this right now," and I was just like, "Okay, that's something."
yeah, I think the way it is on the internet right now, you're kind of seeing it whether you want to or not, or whether you know what's going on.
Yep.
It's pretty pervasive, like internet wise. It's pretty huge. Um, like it really took off. It's actually on Netflix now. I don't think the last couple episodes got uploaded there because I think there might be some kind of contract thing. But I won't really get too far into that. Basically, it's super popular. At least definitely on YouTube. And like TikTok, Instagram, wherever. So I'll get into the premise here. Basically, what happens, like what you're introduced to in the first episode, kind of sets everything up. It's a woman who wears like a virtual reality gaming headset. You don't actually see this, you see like the aftermath of it, but like it's explained.
Mhm.
She puts on this headset and somehow it traps her in this place called the Digital Circus with this like AI or human. It's not really clear. Like there's a lot of lore stuff in the background. So if you like uncovering like deep lore, there's actually like much more of it than you'd think in this
Mhm.
show. But there's this ringmaster character who kind of is all powerful in this dimension. He's kind of in control of everything. You have your main character, the one we see get trapped in the first episode, Pomni. That's
Mhm.
not her name in real life, but she forgets it. That's like a side effect of being transported to this digital world. Um, she like her so they all have avatars, right? Her avatar is like a jester character. Yeah, so that's the one Melody sent you. That's
Yeah.
like the
So this
main
is like
character of the show.
what's that movie? Is it Ready Player One that they all have the avatars? Or am I thinking of something
Appetizers.
else?
Yeah, that's Ready Player One.
Okay. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that movie, but I've heard it's really. I've seen parts of that movie, and people have said it's really good. So I should probably watch that at some point in time.
I think I saw like the second one or something. I don't know. Is there a second one?
Ready Player 2.
No, there's
Ready.
a Ready Player 2 book.
Oh, okay. Then I
But only
saw
Ready Player
that
only Ready
movie,
Player
I
1 is the
guess,
movie.
but it's been forever.
Movie's great.
Yeah, no, I remember liking it. And then you have, so I'm gonna go down the list with our main characters here. You have Jax, who's almost like an antagonist, in the series. He gets pleasure out of like watching people suffer, essentially. Like, so he does that in kind of like zany ways. He's like kind of a fan favorite. His avatar, he's a purple bunny character. Then you have Ragatha. She's like a ragdoll person. Yeah. Are you guys laughing because of the meme that's going on right? You have your hand raised, Logan?
Yeah, I thought I was safe. You're talking about the clown show that I know nothing about to run to the bathroom. Then you start talking about Ready Player One. I just have a note. The book was way better. That's all.
The book was better. I agree.
The book usually is better.
So I'm hearing I should read the book. Got it.
Like way better.
It's really
It's
good.
more than an hour that you have to examine like this entire world, basically. You know, so yeah, I would say the same with any book I've read and then watched the movie.
My current reading endeavor is the new Hunger Games book that came out this past year, the one about Haymitch's games. So that's I've read like one chapter, if that. But that's my next endeavor. Maybe I'll look
People
into
were
other
going
options.
nuts for that one.
Yeah. I actually
saw that at every Barnes and Noble I walked into.
That's where I got it. I went to Barnes and Noble the other day, or it was like a week ago now probably, and saw it, and I had a gift card, so I grabbed it. But this is actually the thing about the Haymitch games is this is kind of something I wanted like ever since I read the original series. I don't even remember how old I was when that was a thing, but yeah, I remember finishing the original Hunger Games series and being like, it'd be pretty cool if we could see how Haymitch won his games, and now in the year 2025, that book exists, and I'm gonna read it.
Woody Harrelson.
Yes. Anyway, that was sidetracked. Back to the Amazing Digital Circus.
I would like to get into that one at some point because I do enjoy Haymitch's character.
Yes.
Yep, but not to get too far off track. So Ragatha, she's like the overly positive character to a fault, because it's kind of to like mask some like underlying insecurities, because they're all kind of going crazy in the digital circus, so she kind of just like really peps it up to compensate for that.
Is this a play on words like digital circus?
Oh, I guess it could be. I don't know. I've never thought of that before.
Because like I'm thinking like VR trapped inside and like AI taking over. It's like circuitry, but also like it's a circus. I don't know. Maybe I'm on something.
It kind of makes me think of Sword Art Online, but the circus.
Yes, but it's insane. Yeah. So really quick, I'll run through the other characters. There's Gangle, who's like a ribbon person, and her whole thing is like there's a running gag that her comedy mask. So it's like a ribbon person with like one of those like happy sad face masks. And the joke is that her happy mask breaks every episode and then she ends up sad for the rest of the episode. There's Kinger, who's like a humanoid like king chess piece, and he's like he's insane is his whole thing. There's Zubul, who's like the person made of blocks, and they're just kind of grumpy all the time. They really hate Jax, don't want to go on any of Kane's ringmaster adventures, and yeah, that's basically the main cast right there. And
I wrote the cast members down and spelled them how I think they're spelled.
Okay, I'd love to know how you think those
We
are
don't
spelled.
need. I don't know if we need to
Gangle.
gangle.
Gangle's pretty easy.
I just spelled gang.
Yep, good job. Yeah,
Is
but
Ragatha
basically,
just
like,
Agatha with an R in front of it?
yeah, it's like that's kind of a pun because
Okay.
she's a ragdoll person.
Yep.
Yep. So Kane's like kind of he's super funny, but he's basically the antagonist, like the villain, kind of. He's played mostly for laughs, but he's
Mm-hmm.
ultimately like the person, like, forcing them to go on these zany adventures whether they want to or not.
Yeah.
So the show does an interesting blend, I think, of silly zany adventures. Like, they do a haunted house at one point, they do a like a Candyland thing, basically, where they have to like stop the alligator gummy people from like stealing the maple syrup. So you'll have crazy shit like that, but then in the middle of the episode you'll have like one character having an existential crisis because they realize they're an NPC, and then like, Pomni has to try and like help them accept their situation, that sort of thing. Or you'll have like, there's this concept of abstracting in the show, like if you reach your breaking point, like if you're one of the human characters that's trapped here. So they're kind of constantly fighting that back as well. So
Yeah.
there's like all this silly stuff that's played for laughs, but then there's also like kind of like these characters being mentally tortured almost and just going through a lot emotionally. So you have some like deep conversations, followed by absolute nonsense, and I just think it's a really fun bouncing back and forth of those things.
The closest thing I have to relate to this is Has Been Hotel.
Yeah,
love Has Been Hotel.
no, that's kind of similar. I've
I have
only
seen. I enjoyed Has Been Hotel. I thought it was good.
Great show.
And I think Hell of a Boss does that as well. That's the one that I'm more familiar with. They're similar shows.
Both.
Set in the same universe, I believe.
I think. Oh, I guess that's another example of all this like universe stuff. I kind of like
what has been in the Hell of a Boss.
Yeah.
They're in the same universe, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know if they ever cross over, but I know
they haven't yet.
I was pretty sure that they were in the same universe, so it's good to confirm that for myself.
One question about the Amazing Digital Circus. Is it musical at all, or no? Is it just
so
I guess it would be non-musical, because I know the whole like point behind Has Been Hotel is like it's like it was like kind of like a theater kid show almost. I feel like it's a musical, but
from what
it's
I know,
not a movie. It's a series, but it's still like a musical series,
Yeah, so it's this show isn't a musical in any way, really, but it is funny that you mentioned that, because there was a recent scene in the most recent episode where there was kind of like a little musical bit.
Okay, that's why I asked, because I thought I saw like part of that clip and was curious. Okay.
Yeah, but that's not the norm. Like, that was just kind of another moment that was like purely for laughs,
Got it.
Yeah. That's my pitch for you.
That's your sales pitch. Okay. All right. I've taken down my notes for those. So did we decide if we're doing 2, or did we like decide that you all had like one that you were really going to vouch for and then like another silly one or whatever?
Hopefully 2, because my serious one was the one I didn't do yet.
Okay. We'll do this the next. We can do another round then. I have my notes.
Oh, Invincible wasn't your serious one?
No.
This is why I had to confirm, because I kind of
I
thought
started
Invincible
with my
might be the
serious one.
serious one.
Don't worry, I won't spend as much time as on the next one as I did the last one.
Yeah, I'll make my next one short because I more just want to talk about it than like try and convince you. So Logie can go ahead and have his time.
All right, Logie has the floor again.
All right. We all know Noah likes a good sitcom now and again. And
Do I know this show?
I've most likely told you to watch it about 1,000 times. So
All right, I have a
probably.
guess in my head. Let's see if I'm right. But keep your pitch
All right.
going.
Well, what could make a better sitcom than a show set in the Big Apple, NYC, with a group of friends that some of them live with each other at different times. Pretty much every combination you can picture of them end up living together at different times. They get into zany adventures. They meet some wacky characters, including a funny cab driver who's my favorite character. And eventually, finally, you meet the mother.
Okay.
It's How I Met Your Mother. Could have been better.
That's okay.
Yeah, I heard that's like the one part of the show people don't like was like the meeting of the mother.
Honestly, if you want to skip the last season, you can. The last season takes place in a weekend, aside from the last like 4 episodes or 3 episodes. I don't know, but ignore that. It's you don't actually watch it to meet the mother. Ignore the name, How I Met Your Mother. For the most part, there are a few. Every sitcom has arcing storylines that carry over, but for the most part, just like The Big Bang Theory or Friends or whatever, you can sit down, watch an episode, watch 2 episodes, walk away if you want to, or you can binge it. You got that versatility. And it is a little bit on the longer side. I know that's an issue for you, but
It's what is it, like 7 or 8 seasons or something like that?
yeah, we'll go with that. It's 9.
9 seasons. Well, The Office was 9, and I did get through The Office. Granted, that was in high school.
True. And it is, I believe, the like 20-25 minute episodes, so it's not.
Yep, it's not like they're long, hour-long things.
Yeah. It's got a great cast of characters. There's Ted Mosby, the main character.
Yep.
We named one of my cats after him.
Wait, that's not Neil Patrick Harris, right?
No, that is Josh Radnor, who's the one that I didn't know from anything else.
Got it.
But then there is Neil Patrick Harris, Barney,
that's
character.
right.
Then there's Robin, who is Kobe Smulders, who is Maria Hill from The Avengers and whatnot.
I think I know who that is.
Nick Fury's like second in command.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
And then there's Allison Hannigan.
Yes, Lily. This one time at band camp. Yeah. Oh
dear God.
And last but not least, my favorite main character, Jason Segel, Marshall. And then, of course, there's the cab driver, Ranjit, who's really funny. And he shows up here and there. His name is Ranjit. I love
Ranjit.
it. And he shows up, and every time he's like, hello. And then they get happy. But
I'm pretty sure you've said hello to me like that before.
I would imagine I have. There's lots of funny moments. There's songs spread out throughout it, if you like the musical aspect, but it's not every episode. It's not shoved in your face in case you don't love it. It's got a killer theme song.
I know the theme song.
Let's see what else. It's got some sad moments, some heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching, whatever the phrase is that I'm trying to think of, that make you sad and would make Connor cry.
Probably.
And of course, the mystery of who the mother is it's pretty good. It's I would say it's not my main draw to the show, but it is kind of the whole central theme that the show is based around. So it is an important part. Oh, and it's narrated by Bob Saget.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yep. he plays future Ted, telling the kids
Interesting.
all these stories.
Wait, so they had Bob Saget for 9 seasons,
Yes.
then to finally show his face. Well, I haven't seen it, but I assume show his face like towards the end when it jumps back to the so-called present potentially.
Weirdly, they just. I mean, I guess it makes sense, actually. They just kept the same actor, but made him look older.
Okay.
But yeah, when it's being narrated, he's like, "Well, kids, your Uncle Marshall thought whatever," but it's in
Yep.
Bob
Okay, got
Saget's
it.
voice. I think it's about all I got for that.
All right. What platform is this on right now, actually? Because that is a huge factor that determines which shows I'm able to watch.
According to the internet, and I can fact check this in a second, Hulu or Disney Plus or Netflix.
Oh, okay. I have Hulu and Netflix. So,
Okay. It should definitely be on one of those.
should I pick this show? I could watch it. I think you absolutely told me to watch this show before, and there were moments in our past where I would have had the time to watch it, but I think at the time I didn't have whatever streaming service it was on.
Right.
But now it sounds like it is on one of the ones I have.
I can confirm it is. Oh, wow. Look at that. I confirmed it's on Hulu. I opened Netflix to check, and it's the first thing suggested.
Nice.
So it is on both.
I probably should have asked that about the other shows.
One Piece is on Netflix.
I think I've seen it come up now that I think about it. Like on my recommended.
Brian
Ooh,
said
recommended.
Digital Circus is on Netflix too.
Yes. What's Invincible on?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. My family used to have Amazon, but I don't know if we do anymore. Oh, wait, Melody might, though. So maybe there's hope for you.
You could probably find it online.
Hush. I mean, I watched Has-Been Hotel. Or no. Yeah, no. Has-Been Hotel was on Amazon. That's how we watched it.
Was on
Hell of a
Amazon.
Boss is on YouTube. We watched that on YouTube.
Oh, is it me?
It is.
Yeah.
I just
All
wrote
right.
Netflix.
So welcome to my second pick of the night. So to answer your question already, this is on Hulu actually, and it is a very current show that only just started about 2 weeks ago at this point. So it is very fresh.
Interesting.
This is a sci-fi show. So in the same vein as Stranger Things, it's kind of like a thriller, sort of that sci-fi feel. And I mean, it's not for everyone. This is why it was my second pick, but I really enjoy it so far. It's Alien Earth. I don't know if you've ever seen any of the Alien films, nor if I don't even know if you like horror, first of all. But it's more of a thriller show, to be honest.
Okay, if it's a thriller, I can maybe get into it. I'm not a huge horror fan. I wouldn't ever really watch it on my own. It would only be like I'm in a group setting and they're like, "Oh, let's put a movie on."
This is why it's my second pick. Don't you worry.
Got it.
But yeah, this is the story of how the alien got to Earth. I don't know if you know the xenomorphs or anything, but they're the crazy alien-looking creatures with the crazy tails. They have acid blood, and the face huggers, all that jazz. But this show is really, really great. It's a surprise to me, honestly, and a surprise to a lot of people too. I think it's been a really great show. Like I said, it's only just starting. The third episode came out on Tuesday, I believe. Or sorry, yeah, Tuesday. So it's fresh. There's going to be only 8 or 10 episodes, so it's a quick show.
Okay.
And yeah, it's very fun. If you like the sci-fi genre, I think it's a very, very good pick. Yeah, I don't got too much to say about this because I put all of my energy into one. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's a great show. That's all I have to say about it.
Cool.
Connor, you always put all of your energy into One Piece.
Oh yeah.
So, but I just have one question. So,
Yeah.
do aliens make money?
The aliens definitely make money. Don't you worry about that. And you know what also makes money? One Piece makes money.
Oh, I was going to say
It does.
more or less money than dinosaurs.
Alien makes less money than dinosaurs for sure.
Okay.
I don't know about One Piece though, because One Piece is a worldwide franchise, and they even have a day dedicated to One Piece now. But alas,
One
that's not
Piece
the
Day.
point. I'm talking about the xenomorphs.
Connor, I
but
forget if you've said it during the podcast. Have you played the One Piece card game?
I have the cards. I don't know how to play though.
Oh, okay.
I'm one of those people.
I figured you had at least bought a pack, considering how much you love trading card games and how much you love One Piece.
I think I have 3
He
starter
bought
decks.
a pack when he was with me when we were at the
Probably.
Walmart.
I probably
near
did.
Raven University.
Oh yeah, I got the flame fruit collector box thing.
You're like, let's go get Pokemon cards, and then you're like, One Piece.
See, this is how good One Piece is. It's overshadowing my other pick. People are talking about it. It's
This
the
was calculated.
perfect show. You know what? Scratch Alien. My second pick is the live action version of One Piece. That's my second pick. All right, forget Alien. It's great, but watch the live action version of One Piece. It's great. There we go. I rest my case.
Well said,
Case
Connor.
rested.
That's it.
All right.
All my eggs into one basket, or you could say one piece.
Oh my
I'm
lord.
done.
All right.
Eggs in one piece.
I guess I will go ahead with my second pick here. So I'm going to keep this one brief because honestly, so the thing, I was very invested in this show, but there is a lot going on all at once. So to remember every single, scene or even plot arc, because there's different side plots going on constantly in every episode, and you kind of flip between these perspectives, which I think is fun a lot of the time. And it's also a sign of a good series when you can have so many different plots going on in the same episode and make them, not only tie together, but make them all stand on their own two legs pretty nicely. And I think this show does that pretty well. So what I'm talking about is American Primeval, which is on Netflix. So just reading off Wikipedia quickly here, it says it's set in 1857 during the Utah War.
There was a Utah war.
Yeah, so like the Mormons are, well, it says here it's the Church of Latter-day Saints. Is like, so it's like the people who are already living there, and then like these religious folks, they're basically trying to like claim all the land for themselves, kind of through any means necessary. It's very violent. My god, is it violent. So this is what I don't know if you're into this kind of stuff, Noah. I'm mainly just talking about it because I want to talk about it, and I thought it was great. But yeah, it's super violent. You have the like this mother and her child are kind of the main characters. She is on the run because she basically murdered somebody. That's not really a spoiler because you find it out pretty early on in the series, and there's a bounty on her head. But maybe she was justified in killing that person. I don't know. But basically, she's trying to get like to this. I forgot what location it is, but like she's trying to get to this place to meet up with the father of her son. And there's this like bush, like super resourceful, like really combat savvy guy who kind of is helping them along on the journey. There's tons of action. The mom kind of screws up. She's very like set in her ways, so she'll like think she's doing the right thing a lot of the time and screw something up, and then this guy has to kind of come in and clean up the mess, and like they start to kind of form like a connection over getting to know each other. I just thought it was really neat. That's basically all I've got for that.
Alrighty. For my notes, I wrote fighting Mormons.
That's basically all you need to know.
Is it deliberation time for me? Is that the right word?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
All right, let me think here. Let me look. You all make great cases here, so I gotta look through my notes.
One Piece.
Hey, who said that?
That wasn't even me.
That wasn't even you. That was Trivia Murder Party guy.
Wake up! It's time for Trivia Murder Party.
One Piece kind of has stolen the show at times today. I don't know if it's enough to convince Noah, but it certainly has, I think, been the most interesting topic of conversation for me.
Whether it won Noah's heart or not, I think it stole the show.
And
I think you're right.
Everyone
Oh.
wants to watch it now. So I can talk to people about it.
I think I will. I say this about a lot of shows, but I think I might give the the first, maybe the live action version a try. You know,
Yes.
at least check out the
Mhm.
first couple episodes.
Yes, at least try the live action one. You will love it. Well, I can't guarantee that. Well, actually, with One Piece, I can.
You are very confident in the greatness of One Piece, and I admire
am.
that.
I am. It's just because people don't. They think it's too long, and it is. But there's so many different options now, which is great. So it brings so many people to the franchise.
Yeah, that is. I know I would never have the time to watch like the entire anime, but
I didn't think I
with
did.
with so many with
I
so
mean,
many
you're a
different
changed
ways
man.
to enjoy it now, I feel like there's ways people can get into it without necessarily committing to the monumental task of watching every episode.
I wear it as a badge. I'm not gonna lie. I love saying that I'm caught up with One Piece.
I wear my Duolingo streak as a badge.
Good. I have an anti-streak. You want to hear it? I am. Oh wait, I can't. It doesn't say it yet, but it says tap to revive, and I'm not reviving him.
I have 189.
I
Mine's
have
close to that.
2,099.
Oh my
good.
gosh, that's pretty impressive.
Started in junior year of high school, and now it is almost 6 years later.
My goodness.
Okay, so I have things to say. I've picked the show that I am most likely to watch that's been pitched, but I also have comments about other shows that were pitched. So, drum roll please, maybe? I don't know if this needs a drum roll, but the show that I'm most likely to watch
Oh,
is How I Met Your Mother.
freaking knew it! I freaking knew it.
I'm here.
And that's the one that I would most likely watch, mainly because it's like the closest in similarity to other shows I'm more familiar with. However, I do think Connor gets the award for most enthusiastic and convincing argument with One Piece,
Hey.
because he did really go all out. I think the main thing that would hold me back from something like that is just how long it is. But that being said, I do kind of want to maybe try an episode or the live action one just to kind of see what it's like. So he's convinced me enough at least
Yay.
to want to give an episode a try. And also, when you guys started with your first 3 shows, I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a tough pick because I've heard of all of these and people have said things about them that I've heard good things. But then the sitcom showed up and I was like, okay, well obviously that's closest to home for me. I think I honestly would consider also watching Invincible and not animated, the Amazing Digital Circus, the animated Digital Circus.
The Amazing
So
Digital Circuit,
we'll see
as
what
you call
happens.
it.
We'll see what happens, especially since those two are lower commitment. As of right now, they're not as long, so they'd be easier to get through. But yeah, those are my comments.
Yeah, I might not have mentioned that the amazing digital circus is only 6 episodes right now.
I didn't know how many it was, but I know it's relatively new, or like I don't know
Yeah,
how
it's
new it
coming
is, but I
out.
know like light has just recently been shined on it, so I know it's still like in its earlier stages.
And supposedly it's supposed to stop after 9, so like it's almost done, I guess.
Okay. Well, maybe I will have to give those a try, and I'll have to get back to you guys.
Whoa. Episode part 2 where Noah watches all of these and then
Where I've watched all of them and
in
I'm giving
5
my actual
years.
analysis. That's gonna be 5 years down the road probably.
So Logan won.
Logan did win today.
Congratulations
feels
to
like
the winner.
I cheated because I kind of forced there to be 2. But if we had agreed on there only being 1, I would have picked How I Met Your Mother. So
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, I don't think there was anything fishy going on there.
Yeah, you picked one that was in Noah's wheelhouse, you know, based on his lovely intro of shows that he's watched.
Although one of the things that like the Amazing Digital Circus, like I said, sounds like it's kind of on point with Has Been Hotel. And I know it's not like a musical like Has Been Hotel is, but if I ever find another like animated show like that that's also musical, I haven't seen a ton of musicals, but I do actually enjoy them. So maybe I should start like culturing myself on musical shows and musical theater a little more.
Glee. I've heard people like that. I don't know anything about it.
I think it's also a sitcom.
Oh yeah.
Glee.
Yeah.
Oh well, the other fun thing about Has Been Hotel is it's unhinged, kind of like the Amazing Digital Circus sounds. Like it's intended for a mature audience. So
Yeah,
that's the part
I
I
would
forgot.
say The Amazing Digital Circus is less so, but it's definitely not intended for children.
Yeah, shows that look like they're intended for children but actually aren't, so far in my experience, have been really good.
Rick and Morty.
I would totally watch Rick and Morty. I should watch Rick and Morty because I have Hulu.
Hulu.
I
Yep.
almost did actually throw an episode on, like one
It's
of the
good.
last nights before I moved out of my house and came
Oh,
back.
that's
to
a good one. I actually think Noah would love Rick and Morty.
If somebody
Yeah.
pitched that might have actually won over How I Met Your Mother.
I forgot
Spoiler
about
alert.
Rick and
I
Morty.
made
to
him
be
watch the spaghetti episode.
Yes, I've seen the
Oh my
spaghetti
gosh.
episode.
That's a
I
crazy
do
episode.
want to say I said this in the chat on here. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I thought of an example right after we were talking about it, and I looked it up to confirm. BoJack Horseman is an animated sitcom.
Interesting.
Oh,
That
So-
doesn't
I hear
feel
great
like a
things
sitcom
about
at
that one as
all.
well.
I'm sure there's other examples, but that confirms there can be an animated sitcom.
Heck yeah.
Well, there you
I don't
go,
know.
viewers. There's the answer to our question. You won't have to sit in bed crying, wondering about that tonight.
I don't
Unless you
know.
want to.
I mean,
Unless
you could
you
if
want
if you want to. I don't know why, but the I know it's not a sitcom, but the animated Scott Pilgrim series just popped into my head for some reason.
Oh yeah.
I've talked to Brian about this already, and he's like, "That's like the worst rendition of Scott Pilgrim. You should like watch the movie."
I could dedicate an entire, and I've had this idea, like I've been thinking about that. It's funny you bring that up, Noah, because I could rant for an entire Gingerhead episode about why I think the Scott Pilgrim anime is vastly inferior to any other like type of Scott Pilgrim related thing. No shade to anyone who enjoys it, because I know like you and Melody enjoyed it. For
Yeah.
example, it's just a different. You know, it's as if you took a. It's as if you took like an entirely different idea like for a series and just like pasted the like Scott Pilgrim names and faces on top, you know.
Yeah.
Which is fine if you want to do that. It just kind of totally blindsided me. But I could get into that in a future episode if Logie and Connor would like to have me on.
Just to talk about Scott Pilgrim renditions.
Just to
If
talk
you guys
about
want to
that
see that,
specifically.
comment Scott Pilgrim.
And I have no more horse in this race, so I'm going to turn it over to the actual host of this show.
Oh, yeah,
Close
that's
us out,
us.
guys.
I guess it's us.
That's not
Uh,
me.
Fine.
Uh,
Well,
right,
anyways.
hopefully you guys enjoyed this different episode, the conclusion to our crossover.
But not the last one.
Nah.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum.
I think we did a
Yeah.
pretty good job at sticking to a decent structure and
The
not
old
being
1,
too
2.
chaotic. I'm
Oh,
proud
yeah.
of us.
And
We
length,
stayed on
I feel
track.
That
kind
too.
of.
Episode length.
It wasn't
Was pretty
egregiously
good.
long. Who said that?
Maybe this is a good lesson for us, fellow egregious hosts. Maybe we ramble too much sometimes. Maybe we should rein it
Maybe
in a
we
little
need
bit.
a little bit of structure in our lives.
These are what our lovely gingerhead friends can teach us over here. And I, for one, had a lot of fun with both of these crossover episodes. So thank you very much, gingerhead.
I
men.
did too.
Yeah,
Thanks for
it's
having
fun.
us on as a guest.
Yes. If you ever want to nerd out, come over here.
And you know what? If you enjoyed this crossover, go ahead and send us at the Gingerhead Men a gif of Luffy from One Piece.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And specifically the one. No, I'm joking. No specific one.
Gear
From
5.
episode 926.
Oh, so what happens in that episode is that. No.
Wait, if we gave you an episode number, would you be able to tell us what happened in it, or
I
is
can tell
it?
you roughly what happens in it.
That's crazy.
That's wild. That's like me when Logan was playing Geometry Dash before we started recording, and he was in stereo madness, and I'm like, "You're jumping over the 3 spike right now," and he was like, "I just jumped over it."
Yeah, that was wild.
And just like in Geometry Dash, it has to end at some point. So this is the end.
We're hitting a spike now.
Youchi.